Tension builds early as Lohia and Draskovic explore the depths of the Philidor defense lion variation in Reykjavik Open 2025 Round 9. On e4. On d6. On d4. Knight f6. Threatening knight takes e4. Knight c3 played by Lohia. On e5. Knight f3. This position is typical of Philidor defense lion variation. Lohia is aiming to play. On takes e5. On takes e5. Queen takes d8 check. King takes d8. Knight takes e5. Bishop e6. Knight d3. Knight bd7. On f3. And dominate the board. Knight bd7 played by Draskovic. Bishop c4. Lohia's idea is to play knight g5. On c6. Bishop takes f7 check and dominate the board. Bishop e7 played by Draskovic. King castled kingside. Lohia might go for bishop takes f7 check. King takes f7. Knight g5 check. King g8. Knight e6. Queen e8. Knight takes c7. Queen d8. Knight takes a8 and put immense pressure on the opponent. King castled kingside played by Draskovic. On a4. On takes d4. Knight takes d4. Rook e8. Rook e1. Bishop f8. Bishop f4. Knight c5. Queen f3. It is novelty move. Bishop g4. Threatening bishop takes f3. Queen g3 played by Lohia. Queen d7. Draskovic might go for knight takes e4. Knight takes e4. Knight takes e4 and take decisive advantage. On h3 played by Lohia. Threatening pawn takes g4. Knight h5 played by Draskovic. Threatening knight takes g3. Queen takes g4 played by Lohia. Queen takes g4. On takes g4. Knight takes f4. On g3. Threatening pawn takes f4. Knight fe6 played by Draskovic. Threatening knight takes d4. Knight takes e6 played by Lohia. Knight takes e6. King g2. On c6. Rook a d1. Rook a d8. On b3. On g6. Bishop takes e6. Rook takes e6. On f3. Rook d8. King f2. Rook e5. Rook e2. On h5. On takes h5. Rook takes h5. On g4. Rook h2 check. King f1. Threatening rook takes h2. Rook h4 played by Draskovic. King g2. Bishop g7. Threatening bishop takes c3. Rook d3 played by Lohia. Bishop e5. King f2. King g7. King e3. On d5. Draskovic considers playing on d4 check. Rook takes d4. Bishop takes d4 check and establish a winning position. King d2 played by Lohia. On d4. Knight a2. Rook h1. Draskovic is planning to play bishop f4 check. Rook d e3. On takes e3 check and take decisive advantage. Rook e1 played by Lohia. Rook e h8. Rook takes h1. Rook takes h1. On b4. Bishop f4 check. King e2. Rook a1. Threatening rook takes a2. Rook a3 played by Lohia. Bishop c1. Threatening bishop takes a3. Knight takes c1 played by Lohia. Rook takes a3. On a5. Rook e3 check. King f2. Rook c3. King e1. A masterful performance by Draskovic.